Hi, WhiskyJason here. Whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. And today I have the Quiet Man, sherry finished, single malt Irish whiskey, 12 years old. So the father of Clarence Mulgrew was the Quiet Man. He was a bartender, and over 50 years he worked in a bar. And Clarence decided, hey, let's start our own whiskey distillery in Northern Ireland in Derry. And it says, luckily for me, my father would sometimes bring me along to the bar he tended, and I grew up loving the laughter and the wonderful smell of Irish whiskey. So when I started bottling my own whiskey, I named it after my father. When you're holding a rare single malt Irish whiskey, pot still distilled, matured in oak bourbon casks, and finished in the finest oloroso sherry casks to create a wonderful Irish whiskey, sure to make my father proud. Over 50 years behind the bar, he saw and heard it all, but like all good bartenders, John McGrew was true to the code and told no tales. He was the Quiet Man, or as they say in the pubs of Ireland, en fier ciena. I have no idea if my Gaelic was right or not there. All right, so the Quiet Man, you've never heard of that? Well, it's not that well known outside of very small circles. I do have here the 8-year-old Quiet Man. I tasted that in Germany, or in my German videos. Very interesting. Oh, this is actually a single cask. This is bottle number 38 of 384. I might actually have to make a video about this in English. And this was also a single cask, just for Germany, by the way, an 8-year-old as well, but this was finished in the same oloroso cask that we have here. So what do we have here? We have a triple distilled Irish whiskey, single malt, 11 years old, and then it was matured for further year in sherry butts, 500 liters. And they're from the Bodega of Garvey. Bodega is then that sherry producing, like a vineyard. And they were actually used for 30, some websites say 32 years to produce sherry. If you go online into Facebook and then you type in The Quiet Man, you'll actually get to their page. And if you go back, you scroll back about a year. It's at the end of 2015, I think, beginning of 2016, you can actually see a video of these casks arriving in Derry, North Ireland. There was snow on the ground and so on, and they were very, very proud to have these. And they used them to finish their whiskey. So it's a 12-year-old whiskey. I think it's from Bushmills. Now, it's either Bushmills or Middleton, and usually a triple distilled whiskey would be from Bushmills. This is good. This is actually very good stuff. The first idea that I had was a 16-year-old Bushmill triple wood. Now this is sherry finished, not the port and the Madeira like the 16-year-old, but this is very, very nice. So let me try this. Wow, nice. 12 years old, 65 euros, about $70 more or less. 46%, just that sweet spot, just love that. It comes into your mouth. I'm going to do my hand thing at a very nice level. It's sweet. There's a little bit of a grain in there, a little bit of sherry, a lot of, I'm going to say apricots. It goes up a little bit more, a little bit of the alcohol kicks in, a little bit more of that wood. And then it reaches a plateau, and towards the end, there's one little moment where that wood, that old wood of maybe old sherry, tries to taint the taste. I described it in my German video as if you're driving your car all along, you take the curve, you start to drift, a controlled drift, and you get back into the lane and everything's okay. You're not out of control, but you're on that borderline of getting off the curb. And this actually just catches that curve just right. And also the aftertaste, the finish in your mouth is nice, very, very nice. Nothing with wood, no negative, nothing at all. A nice apricot, peachy smell on the nose. I've had this before with Teeling as well, that apricots were there. Very, very nice. 46%. Come on, sweet spot. Perfectly done. That sherry really does kick in a little bit there towards the middle. And then that wood just comes up and then it just all fades out in a very, very nice way. I'm going to give this B+. I don't know if this will ever make it to the States. Over here in Europe, it just came out. It's not even on the website. If you go to thequietman.com, it's not even on the site yet. Wow. I just like it when I get to taste things online before even the PR department has had that opportunity here to change the websites. But it's a very nice whiskey. 65 euros. It's gonna be knock it down. I'm sorry. It's a C. I think in German I actually gave it a C minus. Today I'm only going to give it a C, but 65 euros for this is a lot of money for something that's good but not great. So, WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. So this is brand new on the market, the Quiet Man, sherry finished, 12-year-old single malt Irish whiskey. Bourbon matured, sherry finished, bottled in Derry, Northern Ireland, non-chilled filtered, 46%, oloroso sherries, casks, small batch. So, thank you very much for watching. My question of the day is if you've tried any of the Quiet Man bottlings. There's the no age statement, there's the 8-year-old single cask as I have, the 8-year-old with a sherry finish. Now there's the 12-year-old that used to be out. I think Jim Murray actually gave it like 93.5 points. It's more of a orange with a blue label. And now we have the 12-year-old with a sherry finish. Which one is your best? Have you tried any of the sherry of the Quiet Man products? I must admit that I think this is the best one I've had so far, and the second best would probably be the other 12-year-old, and the third best is the no age statement. That's actually not bad. All right, thank you very much for watching. My videos come out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. WhiskyJason here. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.